Alright, let's get it. So, the first one we're going to talk about is animal spies. It's the idea that, like, that birds are a psyop by the Jews. Okay, just as a preamble, most of these are going to be like, oh, the Jews did this, the Jews did that, because every conspiracy theory finds its way back around to Jewish people, which is so insane. you know? Animal spies. You know what? I don't think I would care. If it turned out that every animal was like a psyop by the Jews and it just had like a camera in there, I think that'd just be kind of funny. Dude, anti-Semites are so fucking crazy. All these theories can make their way back to anti-Semitism somehow. And I do mean all of them. Like, for example, the moon landing being fake. Once again, being a psyop by the Jews. That one, you know what? I wish it were true because it means that the Americans never succeeded at doing that. That'd be pretty good. I'd like that. I'm too much of a tanky not to enjoy that hypothetical. Russiagate. I mean, Russiagate was just kind of true, right? Is the idea that like the Russian government has like ties to the Republican Party? Yeah, and QAnon. QAnon. I mean, QAnon is so large. There's so much to QAnon, right? QAnon is kind of like the stereotype of the conspiracy theory that's just anti-Semitism, but like I don't think I would care if QAnon was true, if I'm being honest. COINTELPRO. This was when the CIA infiltrated a bunch of like independent parties and like rooted out the communists from within it. That's just a thing that happened. It's not even a conspiracy theory. QAnon being a psyop by the Jews. Okay, now that one is fascinating. That one's really funny to me because, okay, imagine the kind of turbo chud that you would need to be to think, nah, I'm above you niggas, right? I'm smart. I see shit that you people don't see. Q is a psyop by the Jews. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Don't get me wrong, all anti-Semites are deeply ridiculous people, but if you're so fucking ridiculous that you think QAnon is a psyop by the Jews, dude, you're my favorite human being. You have to be. Pizzagate being a psyop. That's pretty common actually, right? Nowadays, most people think that on the right wing. If it turned out that Pizzagate was a psyop to get people off like the trails of like I don't know real child trafficking that happened, I mean, sure, I guess. I don't think I would care. Um, Concave Earth. What? This like Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, dude? What the fuck are you talking about? I'm such a fucking geek. Sorry. Lock it in. How do people believe that? If the Earth was concave, you could just look up, right? Whatever, man. It's not the same as Hollow Earth. It would be kind of cool, I guess, but I don't know. This one, what is this? American COVID bioweapon. The idea that COVID was a bioweapon created by the American government. Okay. There's two versions of this, right? There's a version where it's a bioweapon by the Chinese, and I think that one is funnier, right? Because the type of people that believe it are like the types of people who believe that Chinese people are the devil because they're not white, and inherently it's just such a ridiculous thing to believe that it's kind of funny. But at the same time, American COVID bioweapon, I like that one because of the implied like unintelligence of the Americans, right? Like COVID being a bioweapon designed to kill the entire Chinese population that the Americans accidentally leaked out and ended up destroying their own country is a thing that didn't happen, but God, I wish it did. It would be so fucking funny. COVID being a bioweapon created by the Chinese. I don't know. That one's not as funny, you know? I don't think I would care, honestly. It sounds crazy, but I don't think I would. OJ Simpson being innocent. I don't think I'd care either if I'm being honest. Okay, here's the thing about the O.J. Simpson trial. Everyone made a big deal of it because of identity politics, because it's like the one time that black people were allowed to complain about racism in America. Because the rest of the time, if you're black in America and you complain about racism, they just kind of hang you from a tree. And that's the only reason it got big. I don't think anyone actually gives a shit about O.J. Simpson in the current day, so. The DPRK, that's North Korea, being a secret utopia all along. That one's funny. That one's like a funny thing to believe if you're a tanky. I also obviously really wish it was true. Not just for the North Korean people, but also because it would be an L for America, and I am still a tanky, so. I keep saying I'm a tanky. I'm joking when I say that, by the way. That's very much a joke. Epstein connections. I mean, that one's true, right? It's like about how every single person who is not poor is actively linked to Epstein with no exception whatsoever. That's fair. Hollow Earth. This one is like concave Earth, but like at least it would be kind of cool. And it's not like so ridiculous, you know? Hollow Earth I fuck with. You know what? Sure. We can have it and would be cool or funny. JFK assassination being done by the CIA, which once again, it was done by the CIA when it comes out of the mouth of a conspiracy theorist is always short for it was the Jews, right? Like you always just have to assume. So I don't know, man. The idea of the CIA murking their own president, once again, I hate America, so to me that's kind of funny, but I don't think I'd care that much. Okay, so this is the big one. The Elders of Zion, okay? For those who don't know, the Elders of Zion, the idea of the Elders of Zion is imagine how in reality every government is like entirely controlled by American interests, right? Like the French government is like exclusively occupied by people who have like who have interest in like American companies, right? They only do the things that American oligarchs tell them to do. Now imagine if all of that were still true, but instead of Americans, it was the Jews. That's all it is. Elders of Zion is just you take the truth and you make the bad guys go from American millionaires to, oh, actually, it was secretly the Jews the whole time. It's a deeply ridiculous thing to believe. That said, if I had to choose, like, there's going to be a shadowy group of people controlling the world no matter what, right? If I had to choose between American oligarchs and the Jews, I think I'd pick the Jews. You know what I mean? Like, surely Jewish people can't be that bad. I say we let them control society from the backside. It can't be as bad as it is now, right? Surely. Uh, that said, the next one I want to talk about is the Elders of Iberia. It's like the Elders of Zion. This fucking image is killing me, by the way. It's like the Elders of Zion, but the people secretly controlling the world from the backstage aren't the Jews, it's the Irish people. Dude, there's definitely some like middle upper class old British person who definitely believes that. I so want it to be up there too. Anyway. Appendix denial. The idea that, oh my god, the idea that the appendix is a psyop by the Jews. It's like I said, this whole list is just gonna be, oh, and then people believe this is a psyop by the Jews. That's just all this is gonna be. Um, Honestly, this one's kind of funny. I kind of wish it were true. I don't think I'd care that much, but if it turned out one day, oh, actually, no one actually does have an appendix. Your appendix is just a psyop by Jewish people. Like, like I wouldn't even be mad. Like, you know what? Sure, whatever. Reptilians. Reptilians, once again, very linked to anti-Semitism, because every conspiracy theory is linked to anti-Semitism. Um, Reptilians I like, but it's like, it's like circumstantial. Like, if it turned out that, like, fucking, I don't know, Elon Musk was a reptilian, bro, I don't care. He's still the devil, and that doesn't add, like, comedic value. But if it turned out that fucking Greta Thunberg or some shit is or any other like extremely mild social democrat was actually a secret reptilian that was aiming to end the human race, that'd be funny. I kind of wish that were true, so I'm putting it into second tier. Epstein being alive, okay, that's okay, for those who don't know. Okay, I need to calm down because this is actually not funny. Epstein had a Fortnite account, right? We know that Epstein was a big gamer, and at some point in 2023, the Fortnite account that belonged to Epstein played a few battle royale games. Apparently from Tel Aviv, Israel, which is just peak comedy. Like, dude, any conspiracy theory that involves Israel in itself is already like giga funny, right? But like specifically the ones that involve Israel and are done by anti-Semites, I think are like the peak of comedy. Because like there's such like a sweet irony to it. Because like look at current day Israel. What is Israel, right? Israel is, and this is true, a psyop by the Yankees, right? It's an American puppet state to just do whatever America tells them to do. You over there, you're gonna go have a war with Iran? Yes, master, we will have a war with Iran. You know, objectively, Israel is a puppet state that's controlled by America, which means that all of the anti-Semitic conspiracy theories are literally true the other way around. The only Jewish state is like actively controlled by American interests, and to me, that's just mwah, dramatic irony. It's beautiful. It's such a fucking stupid thing to believe that the Jews control the world. Ay, ay, ay. Climate change denial. This one, honestly, I wish it were true because it would mean that climate change weren't happening. You know what? They can have that one. It's like a very stupid thing to believe because every year it gets more obvious that climate change is happening. Like, don't get me wrong, it's Yankee behavior. Like, no one does climate change denial outside of America, so it is Yank slop, if that makes any sense, you know? I'm really exposing myself as a tanky this fucking video, huh? The Mandela effect. Honestly, this one's not interesting. I wouldn't care. It's the idea that, like, the Mandela effect is you remembering the parallel universe that you came from, that you were, like, transferred from, by, I assume, the evil Jews. Because, once again, it's a conspiracy theory, so it has to be anti-Semitic. Like, all of them are. Justin Trudeau is Fidel Castro's son. No way people believe this, dog. I can already see the only two pieces of evidence, right? He kind of looks like him, number one, and number two, the people that would believe this definitely think Justin Trudeau's a communist, which is so fucking funny to me. As someone who's seen Trotskyists tell Stalinists to kill themselves for their completely nonsensical beliefs, the idea that a liberal like Justin Trudeau and a communist like Fidel Castro are ideologically identical is hilarious to me. That's peak comedy right there. Now, skinwalkers. Skinwalkers is the idea that there's this species that can copy human speech and then they kill you and they replace you and no one will ever know. Uh, I don't think I'd care, honestly. I don't think I would. What is this? CIA drug trafficking. Well, I mean, that one's just kind of true, right? When they kind of just, like, let drugs loose to, like, lower the price of drugs so that more people would do them in black neighborhoods. Well, impoverished neighborhoods. Once again, classism, racism. In America, those are the same thing, realistically, but it is a thing that happened. Nazi moon bases. Okay, that one's hilarious. I love... Okay. The Nazi moon bases one is funny, but it is funny in the sense how do I phrase this in a way that makes sense? The Nazi moon bases conspiracy theory is only funny if you acknowledge the incompetence of Nazis, right? Personally, I love the idea that the Nazis developed the technology to get on the moon and survive on the moon, but they never developed the technology to go back. So they're still stuck there. That's the one that I want so badly to be true that a bunch of Nazis were like, Mein Führer, we need to escape to the moon. The communists are at the door. And they escape to the moon and they've been stuck there. That I fuck with. That I think is giga funny. I really wish that were true. Oh my god. MK Ultra. Wasn't that the time that the FBI or CIA just kind of like non-consensually did a bunch of experiments on like a bunch of black impoverished populations, but impoverished and black mean the same thing in Yankland, so I mean that was just kind of true. Like that's just a thing that happened. Satanic ritual abuse. This is the idea that Satanists that once again control the entirety of the media, so obviously they're very close friends with the Jews. That's what I've been told. That's what niggas believe, by the way. Once again, every conspiracy theory worms its way back to anti-Semitism. Every single one of them. The satanic ritual abuse one is the idea that Satanists control all of the media and they like indoctrinate people into being sacrificed for Satan. This one's kind of evolved over the years. Nowadays, most of the people that believe this just believe that Satanists like sacrifice babies through abortions. Which, like, I mean, I don't really care. Honestly, once again, it always comes down to, like, oh, these people control the world, right? And right now, the actual people who control the world is, like, American oligarchs. I think I would prefer it if it was the Jews. I would prefer it if it was the Irish. I would prefer it if it was Satanists. So, like, honestly, I'm even inclined to put it up there. Like, as far as the replacements go, I would rather the future of my entire country be within the hands of like Shlomo Goldstein than another fucking rich American dude. All right. Atlantis. Nah, Atlantis is not particularly funny, right? It's just there was this island and it stopped existing. I don't think I'd give a shit. If it turned out to be true, I wouldn't give a shit. Bush did 9/11. Dog, I so wish it were true. Okay, there's two readings for that one, all right? There's two readings for Bush did 9/11. Uh, the one reading is Bush orchestrated 9/11 to happen, which obviously is not true. The other reading is Bush was so fucking incompetent and he was such an American piece of shit that he like created the perfect situation for 9/11 to happen. And that one's just kind of true, right? Like that one's just kind of fair. Like America did do 9/11 to itself, you know? Like you can't poke the bear and not expect certain consequences. That said, I do I do kind of wish that Bush would have one day like gone on camera and said, you know what? I did that shit. That was all me. Fuck you niggas, you know? Pizzagate. Pizzagate is the idea that they were like trading child pornography in that one like pizza place, and some nigga went to raid it and the right could not shut the fuck up about that for like 5 years. It eventually just morphed into QAnon. I mean, I don't really care. Obviously I'm happy that it's not true, you know. It involves like children being abused, but like at the same time, I don't know, man. It's just like there's so much. We have an entire Epstein class to deal with, you know. It's hard to focus on that small of a problem, you know. Extraterrestrial UFOs. It's the idea that aliens exist and we've seen them. Maybe this is a hot take, but I would not give a shit at all if aliens turned out to be true. The conspiracy theory regarding the aliens that I really like, is the idea that aliens don't fuck with humans at all. Like they see that we're like a particularly like violent and fucked up species, so they've all agreed to simply not interact with humanity. That's a conspiracy theory I really like. Like they're not even scared of us. It's just like, ugh, humans. I don't know. It's just an idea that really appeals to me. Chemtrails. It's the idea that once again, the evil Jews, because it's always got to be the fault of the Jews, right? They like fly these planes through the air and they leave those trails of like little clouds that have like those particles in them that fuck with the weather. It's all related to like cloud seeding and climate denial. It's just climate denial. Once again, I wish it were true, right? Right now, we live in a world where climate change is being caused by American oligarchs that have their own best interests at mind and not the longevity of the planet in which they live. If I had to choose between a world where that is the case and a world where everything is just controlled by a couple of Jews, I think I would choose the one where everything's controlled by a bunch of Jews, right? If I had to choose. Whatever. Flat Earth is kind of funny. If Flat Earth turned out to be funny, that to be true, excuse me, that would be a really good bit from God, I think. Like imagine you like get sent to space at some point for whatever reason. You just end up in space and you look down and it's just a disc. I think I would laugh until I died. You know, I think I would. I really would. Tupac being assassinated for being a commie. The thing is, for obviously I don't wish that were true, but like, why would they kill him? You know, the CIA did try to get him like imprisoned on a bunch of like false charges several times because he was a communist and they didn't want like a communist in like the limelight, right? That's not a thing that they wanted. But why would they risk killing him? Why would they do that? Why would they risk the entire credibility of their whole operation in case it gets out that they're the ones who killed him just to get rid of one communist? Like, that's not worth it. Obviously, they didn't kill him. And I'm kind of glad that that is not the case, you know. Tupac is actually still alive. This one surprisingly has no ties to anti-Semitism. Like very few of the people who believe that Tupac is still alive are like anti-Semites who believe that the Jews are the fault of it. Uh, that said, I don't really care. You know, I mean, it would be kind of cool, I guess. Like he would be making some tunes. That's good, but like, come on. I guess they didn't have the great replacement theory on there, which is unfortunate because I haven't made the thumbnail yet at the time of making this video, of recording this video. But for the thumbnail, I want it to be like my like fucking like avatar, high fiving like a little character wearing like a yarmulke or like traditional like Hasidic Jewish like garb, and we're like high fiving, and it says the text on the thumbnail, "No more whites," right? And I want that to be the thumbnail so bad, but the Great Replacement Theory wasn't on there, so I can't do that. I guess I can talk about which tier would be in. The Great Replacement conspiracy theory is a really funny thing to believe, right? And at the same time, is it wrong to say that I kind of wish it were true? Like, okay, look. I have nothing against white people. All right, nothing against white people. White people, they're all right. Okay, I do not hate them. They can be a lot sometimes. You gotta admit they can be a lot sometimes. You know. So I'm putting it in really wish that shit were true for now. All right. If I ever redo this video later, maybe might want to move around some examples, but you see what I mean, right?